What's going on? How's everyone doing? Everyone good? Everyone hanging in there? Everyone having a good night? I can tell you one thing. The game audio is hella loud in this game, so I'll turn it on. And we're getting a lot of flickering. I don't know what's going on there. Do some full screen. Are you gonna come back? What up, Drew? I got a new mic. How's it sound? How's it sounding? Oh, you've been playing it all day. Yeah, it was on sale. I picked it up. Trying to get a feel for this mic. It's different. It's different than what I'm used to. I don't know if I might pack it back up. I don't know yet. We'll say that the audio is still hella loud. Just checking a few things. Oh, I don't like that. No. Sounds great. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know. Uh you want to see the program it comes with? No motion blur. We'll run quality. Yeah, that works. I'll leave the rest. Yeah, I had to play with the FOV because you started getting motion sickness. Okay. FOV. That's probably under what, gameplay? Maybe. I hadn't even started a game yet. Just a lot of settings. Holy crap. Okay. FOV. Yeah, that's gonna be a 90. And no bob. God, I hate head bob. It's just so, it just ruins it for me. I don't know what it is. Sure, the hand tools can bob. Oh my God, let me see. It looks like Wallpaper Engine might be. Okay. All right. Sorry. My friend was just ending his live on TikTok and now I'm streaming. Let's go. Yeah, you're going to have to let me show you this program that comes with this damn mic. It's oh God. Check this shit out. It's like Sonar almost. But that's not it. Like that's just the mixing suite, right? If I go here, it's all built into the app. Hey, at least my talk range is pretty good, but I don't know about my EQ all that much because like it's I don't have a method other than this record my voice for a second and then here I'll turn that off so you can hear me a little better. I don't have a method of recording my voice and like letting it replay over and over and over again, but using this. The problem is that I have to go back here. I can crank the my voice in my headset up using that lever there or volume slider there. But if I go over here, record my voice, go back to turn it up so I can hear it, it deletes the recording. Wild. Like I don't want to like turn this all the way up and like hear myself full blast in my headphones as I'm recording this because it just throws me off. Maybe I need to take my headphones off, record it, put my headphones on. That might be a way. That might be a method. Check the new lights out, Drew. I got some new lights. I'm trying to upgrade a little bit. I'm gonna turn off the other lights real quick. Off. Sounds like the best idea. Pulling the headset off, recording it, and then putting it back on. Yeah, probably. But no, check these lights out. One sec. I don't know why I didn't have the controller up already, but hello, 3 screens. There we go. Boom. They're fighting each other right now. It's supposed to be a funny one. Spin. Those are kind of sick, huh? And I can't do it right now. I wish I could find a way. I wish I could almost plug in because I could plug music in to the phone or to the device or from my phone and it should do something, but I'm not sure. It'll go off my voice like this and it'll do it like that. It's kind of cool, but I don't know if I wish I could get just like game volume into it without being able to like the mic picking it up and stuff. But it'll only pick up my voice for now. More. hmm These are just scenes that I'm playing now. Like, there's party, dance party. Yeah, they're like a bunch of little spotlights. They stick up where the wall meets the ceiling and face down. Thanksgiving. I don't know how that's Thanksgiving, but it is apparently. StreamerBot's YouTube quota has been exceeded. Great. Now I won't be able to see YouTube chat in unless I go to multi-chat. But they're pretty cool. I mean, that's why I was a little late. I was setting the mic up, and then I was also uh, hanging those lights up. Too bad, like even with the new 4:9 aspect ratio, producer what? Starry sky, meteor shower. Oh yeah, I like the blue vibe going on. You know, blue's my jam. Love love the color. It's even on my microphone whenever I talk. Voice activation light. Oh, who produced light? That's Govee. High quality LED light manufacturer. I have before we moved. I had the Govee panels. You know that made the shape of an S. Uh, they got a little destroyed in the move. I wanted to put them up in that corner, but now I have a a light strip that has a diffuser over the top of it that I think I might ride up that corner of the wall, but I don't know yet. I think I might have just enough light going on right now. Okay, multi chat. Why aren't we pulling anything? Well, I possibly might have to do a pop out YouTube chat. Not that anyone ever really watches on YouTube. What's up, safety? Man, that was a good stream. Sorry I jumped in there at the end. I was setting these lights up and trying this new mic out. Let me know how it sounds. It's very rudimentary right now. So, oh wait, docs. Where is? Oh, I don't even know why that's like that. Okay. Sorry, my OBS is all sorts of messed up with all that uninstall, reinstall. Yeah, hype chat. All right, let's get into the game. I don't know if do I need to be scared, Drew? I'm not too big into the horror, you know. I think I might have to work on the chat box a little bit more and let messages stay a little longer so they can reach the top. Multi-chat for some reason is not pulling any. Doesn't have any messages on there. Why don't y'all spam the chat real quick? I just want to make sure multi-chat's working. I can do it if I need to. Bing bong. Nah, multi-chat is broken. Okay. Yeah, multi-chat's broken, so I had to figure out how to keep YouTube chat up here. Cause YouTube quota is exceeded, which is fine. Should reset here shortly. I'll reset that. All right, I'm connected. Yes, I understand that YouTube's quota is exceeded. Thanks, StreamerBot. You're super helpful. Stats for my affiliate. Hold one moment. I'm 3 of 4. I have yeah, I just have a 1.4 for path or for concurrent. I can totally run back there and turn my wife's computer on, but then it just takes more time. I'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow night stream, I'll make sure that she's watching on there. Winter. What do we think of winter? A little blue, a little fall going, some downpour. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna leave that just like that. A little lightning going on. All right, let's get into the game. Get into the game. What do you think? Get the audio back on. Hopefully that's all good. Make sure my mute button works. Yep, we're good there. Cool. Okay. Is this like, are these like save files here? Or the game saves when you load into a new level. You can save during a trip by leaving the current level, triggering a save. Manual save is available in the pause menu from the garage. You can also abandon your trip from the pause menu to return to the garage, triggering penalties and a save. There are options in the settings to modify these penalties. Okay. Scenic tour, no. Nuclear journey, no. Oh. Iron wagon, that means that if you die, that's gone. Save file's gone. We'll just do base default. How the game is meant to be played. I had to take this big ass weight off my mic arm because the mic already was too heavy for the mic arm to hold it up. Staging ground. Yeah, I only 1955, the government walled off a section to establish the Olympic exclusion zone for 30 years. The zone grew until the government withdrew and sealed every access point. What do we think? We think the camera's too big, or do I need to shrink that down a little bit? What happened inside was never disclosed. All right, I have delivery details, a shipping manifest. I guess I'm... All right, 1 sec. Make sure this is up here so I can change volumes if I need to on the fly. Sorry, game is still loud. That is master. A little smaller wouldn't hurt. Roger that. Make sure I lock the rest of these. How about now? Better? Better. Also, let's make sure Streamlabs is running. Same with Stream Elements. I can change this on the fly, which is nice. Messages show for 170 seconds. Or I can just have them always show. Oh, you want it zoomed in? Oh, come on, man. I gotta have the 4:9 with all the lights in. I don't need to see my face that well. If anything, I can bring it down some because I kind of do have it up a little high right now. I'm having to look over and then look back, make sure I'm clicking the right things. How about now? Boom. Cool lights in the background. Cool game going on. We'll see what happens, right? See what happens. I do want to change these lights a little bit. They're just so quick. So fast. Alright. Game volume okay? Cool. Hmm. Yeah, you should hear music that's playing through the radio here. I might have it turned down too much. I tend to go conservative with game volume. I can't really turn it up in the game too much because then I'm gonna be blowing my eardrums out. Maybe if I lock them, then you can hear what I hear. Should be able to hear music. Not when I'm in the pause menu, but you should be able to hear it. I can turn it up now that I've turned down the on my in-ear volume. Yeah, I tend to go a little conservative on the game volume. I'm working with all new software. You gotta see it. I showed Drew earlier, but it's all for this new microphone. What's happening? Okay. Oh, this is giving me Into the Radius vibes. What the fuck? Oh shit. No. Dude. Goosebumps. I don't do scary shit. Barely can handle fucking Into the Radius. That's like with the fucking lights on, even in the VR headset. However, I can do Stalker just fine, which is weird. Yeah. Well, I didn't know I was going to Chernobyl today. Wait. Is this my car floating? Is that my engine block? Okay, sprint. It's just got creepy vibes and sounds. Yeah, well, yes. A plus on the creepy. Basic controls. Nice. Where's my foot? Where's my foot? Show my foot.
Hello? Someone out there? Hello? Could have sworn never mind. Francis, the radar's acting up again. You were supposed to tune up this piece of junk years ago.
Okay, hold to pick up. Hold to install. Get in the car.
Signal. Yes, it's back. It's back. This is Tobias Barlow and Francis Cook, located in mid-zone sector B. Do you read me? I'm picking up your distress signal in the outer zone. It looks like you're somewhere around sector E. Hey, Francis, come here. Yes, it's urgent. Leave that interferometer alone for a second. Something is out there. Hey, we got a live one. Hey, do you copy? Hello? Hello? Is this thing working?
They don't have a transmitter. We won't hear a thing back.
Huh. But if they're stranded, could they, they're from outside? They're a preacher? Hey, how did you get through the barrier wall? No one's gotten into the zone in ages and lived to tell about it.
And if we don't get them to safety, this one won't either.
That's a good point. Hey, you're in serious danger. The instability's closing in, and it's gonna scramble you quicker than beef in a blender. Your closest shelter is a few miles east. Get there however you can, and be quick about it.
Okay. Okay. I guess. Meter. Hello, car. Do you have fuel? I need a fuel can. Does there happen to be one in the car? No. Your car? It says check my trunk for a fuel can. Okay. This little thing? Okay. Okay. What's that? There we go. Sorry. Something was bothering me. And a hand pump. Awesome. Let me guess. This fills up the car 10% less. Can't look away. So what was that, 40%?
there it is again, that blip on the spectrometer. I've seen that waveform before, but where? Oh, kidding. Could it be? A remnant?
That can't be. There hasn't been one in decades.
Look at that spectral fingerprint and tell me that doesn't match the remnants exactly.
No. What we should be looking at is how fast this creature seems to be moving.
Huh. You know, if I didn't know better, I'd say they're going about the speed of a... No way. No way. Do not tell me. They found a remnant and it's a car this time? Holy Christ. No one's had working wheels in here for ages. Boy, I'm killed to know how a combustion engine's still chugging away out there.
Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, the breacher needs to get to safety. Then
Yes,
we'll
I do.
whether that car is a remnant or not.
In my heart of hearts, I already know. They're back, baby.
Got a perpetual steer to the right. Bust the gate down. Did my wheel just come off? It sure as hell did. Hello? Anyone home?
Who's there? The shop. It's been breached. You've got 5 seconds to get the hell out before I... Ow! My head. It's an emergency broadcast.
Hello, attention. This message is for Dr. Ophelia Turner. We've sent a breach into the
Map?
garage on official zone business. Now, we have it on very good authority that this person is in possession of a remnant, which has taken the form of a car, and, well,
Get off the remnant thing.
Tend to your wounds.
right, like I said, super official zone business.
Okay,
Protocol,
100%.
demands that you
Fix
keep
the
them
car.
alive
Pull the
until
car
you
in.
get them to safety. Now, if you do
Put
not
the wheel back on.
I will occupy this broadcast channel with a recitation of the entire collection of poems I've personally written. That's 10 years and 17 volumes and...
Cover that voice, cuts like a nail gun to the skull. So, another breacher, huh? How do you outsiders not understand that Arda didn't build that 300-meter wall out there for fun? Unless you're one of the unfortunates who got zapped through. Wait,
That's exactly what happened.
I just remembered. I don't give a damn why or how you got here. You're trespassing, and I'd kindly like you to get the hell out of my zone.
Well, you can calm down, okay?
Unfortunately,
You think I want to be
barrier
here?
wall is as fortified against breaches trying to get in as it is against anyone or anything trying to leave. We have to find you a way out. So you might as well start by fixing up that car. Just don't break anything in my shop with those soft hands of yours.
Search this car's trunk. Gotta have a pry bar. Is that duct tape? Mechanics kit. Quit pry bar. Busted row flare. Yeah, I was just driving on the border and then I got whiz wheeled through. What? Scrapper. Okay, okay. Take things. So this is like my resources. Okay. Yeah, wheel's gonna have metal and rubber. Ammo's gonna have metal. And duct tape. And duct tape. Let me guess, this thing has some sort of power level. I have to keep it charged or fueled in order to get the resources. Yeah, I did that. Now craft a crude door in the shop. And crude door. Craft. Okay. Install. Crude door. Install. Get the repair putty from the locker. It's chemicals. Yeah. Repair putty in the hands and a spare tire. I don't have enough hands for. Use the repair putty to repair the car, structural parts. The door? Weird. Well, that can't be fixed, right? No, it's broken. Will it fix a tire? Thanks for the follow, Mrs. Safety Guy. On E. Okay. So I need to go around and work on these panels. It will repair the tire. Bumper. Trunk storage and trunk crafting. I don't have yet. Okay. Let's put that there. That there. Put that there. That's the scrapper. That's a first aid kit. Sheets. Am I able to hold on to the putty? Yes, it's in my inventory now. But I don't seem to have enough for panels. Is there something else I can salvage? It's locked. Okay. Car. Did not mean to do that. These things that are broken, I'm guessing I need to pull them off and Fix the engine? Yeah, repair buddy. Battery's basically flat. Can't forget the bumper. Okay, what am I missing? It says use repair putty, but I'm not sure what else the repair putty should do. Gotcha. Pull those off. Scan the flat tire. Let's see. Repair the flat by crafting and using a sealing kit, or replace the flat with the spare tire found in the locker. Let's make a sealing kit. Scan the loose wheel. And equip mechanics kit. Just hit it with the wrench and that's good. What is that? Gear. Put you in there. Steel sheet. Rubber. Plastic. This will be storage. Nice. And this will be a craft mat. Cool.
Oh, there's a little prototype of mine in the garage. The Arc device. Hook it up to your car, wherever it'll fit.
Whoa.
This beauty won't just be your tour guide. It's your North Star and the only way back to safety. Heck, you should consider it the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit if you plan on staying alive. That's how important this thing will be to you. Yes,
Roger that.
That's my very own invention. I'll tell you more about it if you live long enough to use it.
Okay. Pick up the gear blueprint by the front garage door. Pick up the impact hammer blueprint by the garage door. Okay. Refuel. Nice. Throw the switch to charge the battery.
If you're all set, take a look at the projector against the wall.
Nice. Where? Over here.
This is the zone. Within these borders, all matter has lost the ability to hold a constant physical state. What that means is the shape, size, and makeup of just about everything constantly changes. A mile of grass can turn into 10 miles of swamp in the blink of an eye, and it does. Constantly. It's caused by something we call instability. We're completely surrounded by it, and once you've watched it chew through entire mountain ranges, you'll understand that you don't want to get anywhere near it. We can only survive in here within pockets of stability. That's what you're standing in now. And that's what you're seeing mapped on the route planner. If we're going to find you a way out of the zone, you'll need to build a new antenna. Until then, you won't be able to detect stabilized routes beyond your immediate area. So, you've got to go hunting for parts, and that means taking a drive. Go on, pick a route. The arc device in your car will then show you where you need to go.
Okay.
Off you go. Make a left out of the garage and follow the access road.
But that's not all I wanted to do. Let me get the parts. Even though they're broken and probably... Oh, they do drop stuff. When broken. Can I make anything? Nothing that I could use to really need plastic and duct tape. I've got plenty of scrap. Okay, get in the car. Wait. Is the dumpster down there, or just get in the car? Do what it says. Nice. Swivels. Whoa. There's so much more stuff in here now. Wait, can I go back? No, yes, we're going here. Oh, hopefully we have enough stuff, because I couldn't. I had already searched the one dumpster. I guess it didn't give me it all.
Okay, newbie. I'll keep this simple. I don't want to overwhelm that little brain of yours. You'll need a few things to rebuild the antenna at the garage. First on the list is plasma. The woods are littered with plasma generators. Look for a research trailer or a spark tower. That's those antenna things zapping you when you get too close. Both are always accompanied by plasma generators.
The arc device is picking up on some plasma generators nearby. Your headset has a built-in scanner. Use it on the plasma generator. Ah, looks like it's ripe for the picking. Can't get at it with your hands, though. An impact hammer will do the trick.
Consumer electronics. Some plastic, some rubber. Nice. Is there a... Nice. There is a quick key.
So fast, don't they? And I'll be back at the helm. Been a long time, old gal. Didn't think we'd talk again after that whole Sasquatch incident.
Yes, I was hoping to go another decade without hearing your voice again. What, did you finally talk Francis to death?
Hello to you too, Oppie. And no, I'm still here.
Off-white paint. Do I need paint? I don't think I need paint. What, a plane?
Driver, I bet you're dying to hear all about
Wonder if I gotta
remnants by now.
break into this with the car.
I'm a little busy trying to keep them alive.
I'll keep to the basics, I promise. They deserve to know what they're getting into.
Fine. I'm giving you 60 seconds.
That is not nearly enough time to get...
55 seconds and counting.
Okay. The remnants, in short, they're old objects that do all sorts of weird things. They bind themselves to people, and you're the latest victim. You and the car are inseparable now, so get acquainted. Once the remnant is bound to someone, they become gradually more obsessed with it. It takes over the victim's mind until they go crazy and run off into the zone with it. No one has ever been able to resist its siren call. That fixation is probably worming its way into your brain as we speak. This is the first time we've ever got our hands on one. But we know all about the past victims. And oh gosh, this one time materialized as an old copper kettle, and the tea that came out of that thing, it was...
And now I'm splitting the transmissions going to your receiver.
Anything critical to your immediate needs will broadcast directly and immediately to your radio and headset. Anything not mission critical will be on a low priority frequency. Those transmissions will be recorded and indexed for you to listen to at your leisure. And by low priority, I mean just about everything that comes out of Tobias's mouth.
Nice, got some fabric. Finally. Full up. Okay. Now I should be able to craft it, right? Oh. Thought it was.
Find those materials by any means necessary. No one's coming back ever again, so go on and take what you need. Transports, homes, outposts, facilities, they've all been abandoned since the zone was decommissioned in 87. Most of those structures won't even be there the next time the instability scrambles the area. So loot to your heart's content. Just loot away.
Loot away. Roger that. Alright, I can throw some of the stuff in the trunk, right? Nice. Yeah. That with me. Basically, I need one more gear. Back in. Back in. X. There we go. Yeah, just one more gear. And it looks like inventory. It counts inventory in the car, which is nice. But I can do that and that. Now I have the hammer. It's kind of big for a... Cool. I need 5 plasma. That was 1. Gather and craft, collect materials and craft replacement parts. That's just like a standard. Ow. That hurt. It's trying to shock me. You asshole. Nice.
Well, it looks like you're near one of the old Gorilla radio stations. That ought to be prime pickings for antenna parts. I've loaded its approximate location to your map. Look for an antenna tower up on a hill somewhere.
In a tower up on a hill somewhere. Yep, that definitely makes a lot of sense. Off-road. If I go straight on at this turn, I can... Nice safety. What's that? To be honest, it doesn't look like something I should mess with.
My, where are our manners? Driver, we never introduced ourselves. Not really. Tobias Barlow, former Artem maintenance manager. Oh, and here with me is Dr. Francis Cook.
I was a R&D scientist researching limb technology right here in the zone.
We live right in the mid-zone. Just a hop, skip, and a jump over another big old wall from where you're at. Oh, and that old bat over there? That's Dr. Ophelia Turner, former director of research and development herself. The mother of limb technology, the maven of electromagnetism.
That's enough.
Resident party pooper.
Resident party pooper. I don't know what that is. Okay. What is that? It's an abductor. Okay. Guessing I just avoid the abductor. Feel like I've gone off the route. Hey. Whoa, I just went through people. Hey, get off me. Leave me alone. Okay. Basically need to turn right around, go up the hill a little bit, go through the swoops. Okay, sounds good. Okay, collect parts from the station antenna. I'm full. Let's throw all of our inventory into the trunk. Wrong direction.
Time to get moving. The instability's ticking up by the second. But you can't get back the way you came. The instability makes all routes one way. And that's where my Octavice comes into play. It'll get you back to the garage, but it needs to be charged first. And to do that, you'll need anchors. Take a look at the Octavice display. It maps all anchors in the nearby area. Find an anchor and feed it to the Octavice to charge it. But don't you worry your pretty little head about how it works. You'll be out of here soon, so there's no reason to learn more about new technology than you need to know.
Okay. Oh, thanks, Ava. Alva. Sorry. Alva Goat. Appreciate it. Okay. Anchor sites. There's one there. One around the corner. Wonder how many of these I'm gonna have to go to. This is gonna be a place that's like, oh, it sure certainly is. Question was, is it a site that's easily identifiable?
Those anchors may look like glowing balls of magic, but it's Limtech through and through. Don't be scared. They haven't exploded in anyone's face. Recently.
Haven't exploded in anyone's face
You'll use it to open a
recently.
gateway back to the garage, but it will immediately collapse the stability around you. So only activate when you're absolutely ready to leave. You do not want to get caught in the storm that follows.
Yeah, that makes sense. Whoa. Hey. Okay.
You see that glowing pillar into the sky? Drive into it. Yes, it looks like hot death, but it's so much better than getting scrambled by the instability.
They didn't explain that. I'm gonna die. Oh shit! Come on, let's go. Drive, damn it.
Oh, well. You're alive. For certain if the zone didn't get you, that gateway would.
Did I not mention that you're the first human I've sent through that thing? I mean, they've been rodents, but it's not like it's completely untested. But anyway, it
Oh,
worked.
thanks for that. Thanks
So,
for
you
that.
have made it back with everything you collected out there. That's the beauty of the gateway. It's the only way to get back with all your marbles intact. Now, take those parts you found into the back room. I'll let you use my fabrication station. For now. That station will concoct ways for you to rig up anything from roof racks to flare guns. Assembling an antenna with those parts you brought back should be easy as pie, but it requires anchor juice to work its magic, so bring back as many as you can. And just because I haven't used that garage in decades doesn't mean you can trash the place. Mess up my equipment and I'll throw you to the anomalies so quick you'll get whiplash. We clear?
Aye, aye. Locked. Fixed. Impact hammer. Nice. Fabrication station. Antenna. Fabricate. Okay, gotta get up to the roof somehow. Maybe this handy walkway up to the roof. Nice.
Antenna signals coming through loud and clear. Give it a moment to initialize.
Nice. Get the handbrake from the backroom storage locker. Hands, group panel, group bumper. Install it in the engine bay.
Make sure to empty your trunk before heading back out. You'll need the space.
And I guess put it... Huh.
And we're patched. Everything's in working shape, more or less. I've hooked up the antenna to the route planner. Give it a look after you're done peeping through my garage.
Cool, cool. Figuring things out. Then what? Do I leave this somewhere? Yeah, that needs to be patched. A lot of things need patched. What's that for? Hand vac. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, equip some repair paste. We go along. Slap it on. That door needs replaced. Engine needs work. Bumper needs work. The headlight needs work. This door needs work. This probably won't work because it's double broke. No, it worked. Okay, cool. Didn't work before. Okay, this should... You have a flat. So I need to either make a fix or take the spare tire from here. We'll put you in there though, because nice to have an extra. I need it. Nothing else in the locker. Pack survival tools. Scrapper. Repair putty. Fuel can. Battery jumper. Repair putty, impact hammer. Scrapper, road flare. Thanks, friendly dumpster. There. Decal kit. There's. Okay. Oh, and that car's got doors and stuff, and that door over there is open. Okay. Let's break this open first. Check out over here. What is over here? Some sort of turbine? Let's go grab the scrapper, but it's almost broken. Which means I need to make a new one, right? Every jumper, scrapper, craft. Tend to my wounds, the first aid station, which is over here. Door. Which door was broken? Where? Oh, gave me a panel. Cool. It's a little repair paste, but thank you, friendly dumpster. But I got this other panel. It can go right here. Does the door work for the back? It does. Nice. What does it need for the lid? Hood? Just a panel? Because we have door, panel, bumper, and headlight. I'm gonna go with panel. That's right. Nice. We have a 90%. Recharge real quick. only have brakes on 2 backs. They're like baby brakes. Alright, well, I think that's a good stopping point for this game. Now it's only been an hour and a half, but still, it's gonna take me a little bit to actually get into. So, here for a second. I think we'll switch up. Just be Forever Skies. Well, what's out for Forever Skies the other weekend? I can continue on with Foundation because I still need to work on the town. So I might do that. Thoughts? Anyone? Thoughts? Let's. Here. We'll change the cast name. Yeah, we'll play this a little Foundation a little while. We'll end the stream. Off and on. Nice. All done there. Been liking Foundation. It's like just nice and chill. It doesn't give me the spooky vibes. Why did you launch on the TV game? It seems like every other time I launch this game, there is at least one issue with launching it. And most of the time, it is what monitor it's launching on. And if it's launching on like fucking half the monitor, but it won't, it's technically full screen. So you can't like make it full screen from there. It's weird. Game's fun though. Yes. Settings, video. Which generic? The wrong one. Okay. Okay, for some reason my TV is 1 and my game monitor is 3. Gotcha. Alright, that. We will continue. Continue playing at Elden Gate. G. Barker, welcome in, welcome in. About to start some Foundation. That's not what you want to see. There we go. No, we don't want to abandon. We want to complete the mandate, influence the labor state in your favor. We last left off, if I'm remembering properly. I can't forget to get the game audio because I don't have an easy switch button anymore. I don't think it works. Oh, that is a Wavelink program. What does this do? Unable to connect to the audio router. Cancel. Well, that kind of blows. App playback device. Location. Current focus window. Show name. Play on game. Show device name. So if I click here and I click this button, moved it to system, but not game. Okay, well, it just means it needs a little bit more work. Playback device. If I say system, what do you move to? You move to system still. Bar Raider, you make a lot of cool tools for Stream Deck. I do wish it worked sometimes. Stoked Embers, welcome in. And we're going to be playing some Foundation here shortly as soon as I can get the old Stream Deck wanting to operate properly. It switches for such a brief second. All right, well, that's not going to work. Audio device mute. That worked right. OBS tools. Like those are Windows tools. Volume controller only works with Wavelink. No brainer. Welcome in. Good to see you here. We're going to be getting to some Foundation here shortly. I'm just trying to make my life easier, and it consistently gets more difficult. Because this is supposed to work. What if I do that? What happens then? No. Okay, well, we're going to have to do it this way. It's going to look weird down there, but just trust in the process. All right, how about that? We're still paused. We're still paused. A little check of something. Way up there. We're in a new day. So that should be fine. Thank you guys for leaving y'all streams open. It's nice of y'all. Alright, let's get to going. We only got a little bit longer until 2, and that's when I normally hop off. Last we were here, we just set up this new keep. We were upgrading it. Missing tools for it. And what was our trade status with tools? We were buying, right? Yeah, 20. which means we were going to go broke very shortly. Blacksmith. You seem like you're having a hard time acquiring charcoal. Yes. And I have 2 people not working. So Samo, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Goods production? No, it's definitely a resource production. Charcoal hut. Build another one to double our charcoal production because now we're getting slowed down by charcoal, which I didn't think was going to be possible because we were consistently slowed down by iron ingots. Now we have 30 iron on hand, 10 iron in the blacksmith currently, and the smelter is stuck as well. 40 iron ore, 85 in the Logi. What is going on here? Where did it go? Down there. There we go. And I'll just max that out at 200. Okay, that follow went through. However, why didn't it go through my events page? Oh, see, I can understand that because I have a Blue 2FA. There was a lot of recent events. Come on, Streamlabs, pick up. Interesting. Yes, I understand. That's wrong to do, but something's going on here. Reconnect everything because things are being weird. 'Cause if I go to my Twitch, where his activity. Just don't get it. I don't get it. Zazzle. Welcome in. Ox. Alright, whatever. We'll just keep going. Some new people coming in. How's our mandates? We have a crap ton of bread. Oh yeah. Weird. Things are being funny over here on my dashboard stuff. It's all good. Figure it out. How's it going? How's it going? Welcome in. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. Glad to have you in here. Yours came up. I had a follow earlier and it didn't hit my event activity feed. I appreciate the follow, man. Yeah, well, not military veteran. I'm current active duty. I'm just part of a few different military groups for Twitch streamers. No, you're good. You're good. I just wouldn't account myself as a veteran yet. I feel like I haven't gotten to the end of my time just yet. Yeah, you can ask, totally. I'm in the Coast Guard, which most other military doesn't see as military, but I mean, if we're ever in a time of war, we get transferred to the Navy, so everyone else just calls us puddle pirates, but it is what it is. We can be badasses when we want to be. We're just waiting on tools to be made here. That or the trade to come in and give us some tools. Buy some. Yeah. Don't let what they say affect your decision, really. Just talk to people that are in the branch that you're interested in. Uh, yeah, I don't know much about the Air National Guard, so I don't know what to say about that. But I know, like, for Coast Guard personally, I love the job. And the branch is going through some rough times recently. PR department, but I mean, when you're in, you just kind of take the shit as it comes. But as far as like my personal job, I don't think I could be doing anything better. Now my current unit, not what I thought I'd see myself doing. Yeah. But as with any branch, when you're thinking about joining, definitely set your eyes on a target as far as how long you want to be in, because you can definitely just hit the 4 and done. Or I don't know how Air National Guard works, so don't take whatever I say as fact. But like with the Coast Guard, you join in, you're in for 4 years, but you have reserve obligation for 2 more years past that. But I've been going on for 8 years this September. Cool. Only reason I'm going to National Guard instead of straight up Air Force is because I want to do civilian work. Currently getting my SUAS rating through the FAA. Yeah, so that's cool. If you want to do civilian work, yeah, that's fine. Like any reserve component, you can do that. And that also being said, not to sway your decision, not trying to do that. I'm just telling you fact. Most other branches, especially like the Coast Guard, we have an entire branch dedicated to UAS. So like you could, in a ideal scenario world here, not talking about you in specifically, but Coast Guard, you could go in. Now you want to keep doing civilian work, that's fine. You could go in as a reservist. A reserve ET is what you would want to shoot for. Or I don't know exactly which rate, but most of the time it's an ET that does the UAS. You would get deployed, but it would be like, all right. Let me back up. Let me back up and just start from ground zero. I don't know much back about the reserve component of the Coast Guard, mainly because I'm not part of that. I rarely ever deal with reservists. Mainly they're at ashore units. However, part active duty, I've got access to a bunch of pages that basically forums, I guess you could call them. And I'm an electronics tech in the Coast Guard, right? So my primary job is comms. So that's basically MF or LF, MF, HF, VHF, UHF radios. And that's one part of my job. And then my other part is radar. And then also I get tasked with anything that Coast Guard R&D wants to send me. So on my first boat that I was on, the Coast Guard Cutter Northland, I was in charge of all the radios, the radar, and then also in charge of the brand new Coast Guard ROV. So that's the remote operated vehicle, of course. It was a semi-sub. The 270, the Northland, that I was on did not have UAS capabilities, but if I was to have gone to a Wimsel, I could have been. They do have what's called a Scan Eagle, and that is a UAV style. Basically, it's just a hand thrown plane UAV. Now with that, you would be out. If you get stationed on a Wimsel, you're normally out for about 3 months at a time, which is normal. Any other big white out of sight is what we call them, would be doing that. I don't know if the reservists work too much with that, but I know that any land unit or shore unit that wants to send its people to UAV training or UAS training, they actually get flown down here where I'm at, Mobile, Alabama, and they go to Trayson, Mobile, or AV Trayson, Mobile, and that's at the airport here. It's where our air station is, and it's also a training center to teach the Coast Guard pilots how to fly. Now, what you're saying is a good plan, like going Air National Guard. It's basically what reservist hours. I'm assuming. I don't know much about them, but you go in, do your job, and then you have a civilian life outside of it. Yeah, would that be at a reserve base? Yeah, I figured. Like we have Air National Guard down here. Alabama Air National Guard. It's actually like connected to the AV Trayson. They handle 3 Blackhawks. I think they have stationed there. Never see them fly. But no, it's cool if you do you, man. Sorry. Moving that Zen around. The brigade I want to be part of specializes in RPAs, UAS, UAVs, EOD, and air interdiction, etc. That's cool. Now, you say all that, and yes, you would be specialized in it, and you might get to do it a couple of times as training, but I'd be very interested to see when the next time you'll actually do it in real life. You're debating on going in as an officer though as well. That's a hard decision. It really is, because I have the opportunity, if I so choose, to put in a packet together, since I already have an associate's degree, for direct commission engineer. Or, yeah, direct commission engineer. Plus, I've already spent almost 8 years as an enlisted man already. Yeah, it's a hard choice. I'm more leaning towards myself personally, going towards making chief, so E7, and then throwing in warrant packages. And that way I get the best of both worlds. I've been a enlisted man my entire career and then made warrant. And then later on in the career, if I so choose, I could do warrant to LT commission. It's our choice. Officers definitely get their ass kicked though. And it's not like an enlisted man and how he gets his ass kicked. I've been told it's at least try to become an officer since I have a 4 years bachelor's degree. I heard it's a tough decision for most. I mean, you already have the degree. You already have the degree. I would say yes, put it in a packet, just to see. But I'd also weigh your options, because let me show you something. I'm not sure if you've looked at it at all, and it's cool if you haven't. And yes, because I'm part of the Coast Guard, I am a slight Coast Guard shill. I will say that. Why am I not typing? Is this the latest one? And yes, I can show this. This is was found on Google, so yeah. Oh, your quota's already been exceeded. Okay, cool. Thanks, StreamerBot. All right, so I will drag this over to where it's not underneath the camera and blow it up a little bit more first. Time. Okay, I get you. I'm going to make the chat disappear real quick so you can see. Can you read any of that? I don't have my screen blowed up on my other monitor to really see. Yeah, you got it zoomed in. Okay, so this is all of the enlisted bonuses that are out now for the Coast Guard. You would be more interested as far as like wanting to do UAS stuff, which they're not going to have any bonuses for like AET or AMT, which is the mechanic side aviation and an aviation ET, but normal ETs always have bonuses. 40K just for going to A school. But that's not what we want to look at. We want to look at the active duty officer bonuses. There's several enlisted bonuses down here for reservist, and only 2 for officers reserve. But for an initial reserve enlistment for a 6-year reserve enlistment in the Coast Guard, you get 15K. And almost, it seems like, no, the 15K is reserve enlistment and assignment to a PSU. So not a great plan there. Coast Guard's a good service. If you can get around like what people say about it, it's not a bad service. And everyone will say that about their own service, maybe except for the Army and the Marines. Sometimes those guys tend to just get bad units. And there are bad units in the Coast Guard too. It all depends on, it all goes back to choose your rate, choose your fate. You can take a joke. Yeah, well, that's definitely something that happens. There's some gentle ribbing every once in a while. Not physical ribbing, but, you know, words. It's all good, though. It's fun. Especially when you spend 3 months at a time underway with 115 other guys and gals. A few, but most often just a bunch of other dudes. We also have cyber rating that came out recently. It's a whole nother bear. I thought about doing that too, but yeah. I'm more of a computer hardware guy. That's why I went ET, because I mainly work on hardware as an ET rather than software. Kind of tempting. Dude, no lie. I'll give you well, so that reserve bonus, that 15K, like you get 5K as an enlistment bonus just for any unit in D8, D9, D11, or D13. As just, you could be anything then. But if you go to a CellRes enlistment and go to a port security unit, that's what PSU stands for. And those get deployed often. Not super often, but often enough. But that's for ratings of BM, so bosun mate, ME, which is a maritime enforcement specialist, and MK. So you've got a boat driver or boat painter, that's BM, an ME, which is a boat cop, and then an MK, which is a machinery technician, which they're mechanics. And that's full time. No, I mean, that's port security unit is like you're there and you go, you do your, when you're stationed at a port security unit, you're kind of there for like almost like a tour. You're not, you kind of get like an activation order and you're there. Honestly, what you want to do, I don't recommend those. However, I will say port security units get some of the coolest toys. I went and worked at port security unit. I want to say it was 308. Could be wrong there. It was the one in Virginia. And we went and had to do a lot of work on all of their comms boxes. It's comms boxes, basically this super military container. It has to be like picked up by 4 guys. It's big. And you set it down and open the sides of it, and it's got a HF radio, a UHF radio, and a VHF radio. The VHF radio and the UHF radio are the same radio, but it also has cool capabilities of doing SATCOM. And then you have to hike your antennas with you, and I'm talking like these are you put them together and like sling them up, and they're freaking huge. But honestly, what you want to do, I wouldn't like, yeah, you can shoot for the 15K, but it's BM, ME, or MK, and that doesn't sound like anything you want to do. Unless you want to drive boats or work on boats. But for reserve officers, there's a cyber bonus and a physician assistant bonus. Like the PA bonus is you get 30K if you go to a PSU because it's sort of active. And then 15K for non-PSU. So that's, you know, your weekend warrior, like your monthly trip kind of thing. You go to work for a weekend for drill. And then active duty officer is where you can make a lot of money. It's just it's kind of hard to get into that. You can always shoot for Coast Guard pilot. Coast Guard pilot, geez. Just an 04 and below as a pilot. You'll have to do your prereqs as like a float officer for a little bit. Like get DWO, and then you'll get selected or picked up for flight school. And then you go to flight school and you pass that, you're a pilot. And then you could do any of this. There's a lot of wordplay here. Yeah, my plan is not to, like, of course I went enlisted, right? So I didn't shoot for the opportunity to be a pilot in the Coast Guard. I don't want that level of responsibility. However, when I get done, which I mean, you've already done your 4-year degree, so like a GI Bill's not going to really help you out unless you want to use it for a pilot's license. Like me, I don't want to go back to school, to be honest. I have an associate's. I don't really want to go back and sit and learn something else. I've already got so much knowledge in this noggin. But what you can do is you save up 10K, you get your private license, and then you can actually put your GI Bill to going full commercial pilot. And also there's like stupid awesome scholarships for military. Yeah, I mean you have to pay out of pocket for your private. I did a lot of research into this cuz I mean I plan on doing my full 20 to get the retirement, but you can pay out of pocket for your private license, your private pilot's license, and then you can actually use your GI Bill to go and pay for all the way up to commercial. Yeah. I don't know where I saw that. Maybe I can find it real quick for you. Yeah, just a quick Google search. Boom. Yep. And I'm assuming you recently graduated with your degree, or how long has it been? Jeez, cannot hold on to tools at all. Everything is getting sucked up. $2021. All right, so what does that make you? What, 24, 25? It's a rough guesstimate. Because then again, I went to and just did associates, and I had my associates by 20, and I joined at 21. No. Yes. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so you're like in the perfect age range. Like if you could do anything in the Coast Guard, just saying. It's like Coast Guard chill. Not gonna lie. But as far as service is concerned, we're so small that we're pretty tight knit. I mean, I don't even think we're at 40K anymore with all the people we kicked out due to the COVID thing, and then that, and nobody in the Coast Guard could take the early retirement thing. But our commandant did get replaced, and that was shocking, but not at the same time. Yeah, definitely make think about all your options here. I'm not gonna lie, I thought about the Air Force at the beginning too, and I wanted to be a pilot as well. I mean, who doesn't, right? Probably a lot of people now that think about it, but I wanted to do that. And then I quickly learned that PT standards for an Air Force pilot are not in the scope of what my body can do, even with some training. But Coast Guard was super easy to get into as far as PT is concerned. And then, since you already have a degree, you don't have to you don't have to battle it out with the academy guys. Because if you were in the academy shooting for an aviation, like going pilot school, it's so competitive. You have to you get weighed on everything. Like even down to the PT, and PT for academy pilots is ungodly. Talked to a few pilots that were on board Northland that were part of our Hitron. That's a cool job. be a Hitron pilot, you basically fly this, fly the Dolphin. I don't know if you've looked at any of the airframes. They're all old, I'll be honest. The Coast Guard flies. Alright, so you've got the Commandant's jet. Oh, this is a nice lineup. So you have... Here, I'll see if I can get this bigger. There we go. Everyone and their friend wants to be a pilot nowadays. I swear my cousin does. Our buddy wants to be a flight medic nurse. Probably a pilot later on. And I do too. Yeah. It's a cool job. Like, it really is. I just didn't want to do it for the Coast Guard because PT, and I don't want that responsibility, but however, teach their own. You can want it all you want. I'm not going to try to change your mind on that. Definitely. We definitely need more pilots because they're offering huge bonuses per year. I don't know if you read that, but it's a yearly bonus just to be a pilot. So up front here, we have the UH-65 Dolphin. And then we have our Jayhawk, which is the Black Hawk. And then we have the Commandant's Learjet. And then we have the tiny turboprop. And then the next size up, I don't even think that's really in service, this one here, anymore. But then we have the big C-130. But Hitron, so Hitron flies this, the Dolphin. It's going out of service soon, I'll be honest. It's going out of service soon because it's super old. But you fly that helo and you have a guy that sits in the back door with either an M110, basically just a 5.56 sniper rifle, or might even 308. I can't remember anymore. Then he also has M249, so SAW, and they also carry the, I can't remember the actual number, but it's the 50 cal sniper rifle. And they either pepper the water and, ooh, that was bad. They pepper the water in front of suspected go fast to try to stop them, and then they try to or they shoot the engine out with the 50. Hitron. Like that. Oh, that's not even that's not even the tip of the iceberg. So like that's Hitron. They work in Jacksonville, Florida. Some of the older ones. The old paint scheme for the Dolphin. Yep, Hitron with a sling and 249 slung up. No, that's the old gun. That's older. The 240. There's that for Coast Guard. And then if you go officer, you have really cool opportunity of doing their MSRT program, which is basically our Navy SEALs, kind of our SEAL team. Officers get the chance to do this more often than not, especially if you like the LE phase. We worked with them a lot when I was in Virginia. They would, I might have a picture. Might have to send it to myself though. Yeah, similar to JSOC. However, you gotta imagine that's just, it's more training than anything. You're just constantly training. Training. It's probably on my phone somewhere. But we worked with, I might just need to send this to myself so you can see it on the screen rather than trying to show you through my phone. Or if I have any better pictures on here, because I totally did not album everything from my Frank Drew days. Aton aids to navigation, best job in the Coast Guard. Not gonna lie. Let's see if I got it. I'll show you this cool picture. Drag this over. So this is we were working with the Navy Rescue Swimmer program. That's one of my old boats right there. It's a buoy tender. Aton aids to navigation. You can't really see me because it's all blurry, but I'm actually standing right there in the window. Yeah, it's wild. I wish I could find one of the other ones. That's an even cooler picture. Freaking Apple has changed up so much with the Photos app. It was definitely in... It has to be on my Google Photos. I probably just didn't put it in an album. Back. Photos. Kind of the work I did as an ET on a 270. Let's see if I can find it. We went to Guantanamo Bay. I will send this to myself. It's just easier that way. Hello, phone. Freaking work. How many years am I to the Coast Guard? I'm about to hit 8. I will show you that picture because that's just a cool picture. I really don't know how it'll show up on the phone because my room's so dark and my phone screen being bright, plus trying to hold it steady. Okay, that's sitting on the pier in Cuba. Making second. Making first. Going for that. Yeah, heck yeah, man. Plus, I mean, like, I got a crap ton of bonuses, I'm not gonna lie. I got I got 10 joining, and then when I made second, they came out with a 65K bonus, so I got that. And then they just changed the blended retirement continuation pay from 12 years to 8 years, which I'm about to hit. And for continuation pay, you get here it is. Finally found it. For continuation pay, you get 9 times your monthly base pay in one lump sum. So as a first with 8 years, monthly you get around $4,400 a month, a little bit more than that, in base pay. That's not counting BAH. And then you multiply that by 9. All right, you want to see some other cool pictures? That. Are you ready for this one? So this is the 270 I worked on. I know it's kind of hard to see, but Coast Guard needs the numbers. That's why I'm slightly shilling for them. We need the numbers so bad. That's me. Way up there. We were working on this dish here. That was our TACAN antenna. That's what I do as an ET. Climb the mast a lot. And then this is working with MSRT. The tactical guys. Why can I not zoom this one? I don't know. But that guy right there, that was my captain. He was a bosun warrant. Chill. Super chill job. They would come and hover right above the fantail of the ship and fast rip down. And they would do it in like teams of 2. And they would do like 4 teams of 2. And then they would drop a ladder and they would all climb back up. And then they would peel off and then come back and do it again. Sounds like I got to do a lot of different types of details. Not really. Like, honestly, it's just what you... In the Coast Guard, since we don't have a lot of people, our jobs are so wide. I guess you could say that. So, like, as an ET, when I'm an ET on a big white boat, big white out of sight, so that's going to be your LE platforms, your drug runner, like hunting boats, your migrant boats, stuff like that. You're pretty much an ET. You're going to work on your radars, your radios, and what other equipment you went to a sea school for, like TACAN or Sea Watch or stuff like that, right? But then you go to, well, you're on the Northland, a 270 with 115, 118 other people, and they all have their own jobs to do. Then you go to a 175, the Frank Drew, the buoy tender, and you switch from an LE platform, the Whitehall, to an ATON platform, the Black Hole, and your life is only ATON. You don't have to worry about Migrant Watch or Detainee Watch or anything like that. But you only have 24 people on board. And so you have to do as far as I had to do the job of an ET, an IT, and a bosun mate all wrapped into one. That sounded something like, or you want to do, I want to have a specialty, or you could say specified MOS, but I want to be able to do other things as well. I never knew anything. Yeah. Coast Guard's hidden a little bit, especially where you live, just depends on where you live, right? Yeah, I mean, we don't have recruiting stations everywhere. And so like it really depends on where you live. And yeah. Whether you hear about it or not. Coast Guard's got a lot of cool jobs. I don't know if I can pull up the rating. So rates are your MOS, basically. You're down south, funny enough. I went to college in Bama. No longer in Bama, though. Yeah, I'm originally from Mobile, so... Born and raised. Just happened to make it back. I did my 2 months in Cape May, which is our training center for recruits, our recruit basic training. And then I drove clear across the country to Petaluma, California for 9 months of A school to become an ET. And then I went to Portsmouth, Virginia and stayed there for 6 years doing 2 boats back to back. And now I'm at a land unit I'm watching a boat get built, basically. Here's our rates. it was, but I mean, thankfully I had my whole family with me because they kind of took it as a vacation. I just graduated from boot camp and they basically went on vacation with me clear across the country. AMT, that's their job. AST, that's their job. If you want to look at this, I can link it to you. And then you can look at it yourself. Stupid freaking app. I tried, but there you go. My streamer bot is just being weird lately. Normally I could like do it in my dashboard here and send it out, but I have to pull up a separate Twitch chat now. Yeah, so you got AMT, so they're the airframe mechanics. AST, those are your rescue swimmers. I don't recommend that. Dropout rate's like 90%. AET, so that's an ET for aircraft. Bosun's mates, they're boat drivers or boat painters or anything dealing with a boat. CS, that's a cook. Don't want to do that, honestly. It's probably the worst job in the Coast Guard, to be honest. CMS, that's new. You really don't go straight in as a CMS unless you have a degree in cyber. DC, damage controlman, it's self-explanatory. But then you're also kind of like the plumber. Yeah, AMT. I don't know how long the wait list is for it, but might be able to have it guaranteed if he's got a bunch of knowledge in it already. You just have to talk to someone. Diver, that's another job that you can't go right into. It's kind of like AST or CMS. You have to go and basically try out for it. He's got his licenses, certifications. Yeah, I mean, you just have to talk to someone. Talk to any not detailer, but recruiter. And if you feel like you're not getting the right answers from the recruiter you're talking to, talk to another one. EMs, they're electricians. ETs, we are... ET stands for electronics technician, yes. But it also means everything technician, because we're called to work on everything. The TV goes out, ETs. The internet goes out. Mostly is the ITs, but ETs get called too. Radar has a funny picture, ETs. Radio doesn't work, ETs. Yeah, surveillance. I have a video. I don't know if I'm really allowed to show it though, but whatever. We didn't find anything, so it didn't pertain to a case. Actually, I wonder if I could just pull it up on here. So that right there is me piloting our semi-submersible drone underneath the suspect vessel in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. You can just zip away for a second. See the tether. Basically, this is a suspect vessel, and I'm scanning the hull for any blisters. Basically, indications that there's 2 holes on the boat where they could hide drugs. See the jellyfish? Doing all this in a current in like 2-foot chop in the middle of freaking nowhere, at minimum like 400 miles away from nearest land. Yeah. I never realized that. Good call out. Yep. We're mainly looking for cartel cocaine though here. You can tell I had an issue with the ROV. The damn headlights kept going out on it. Just they would turn off. I'd have to flip them back on. So, pause. This right here is an intercooler for a live well. Basically, water runs through that and chills the well because, I mean, we're in 88-degree waters, and so you can only imagine how hot it is outside. Turns out that this vessel it's hard to see. I think later on I go to a better angle, but all this is bubbled out. Yeah. So like this whole area, this whole patch has been weakened by this fake water cooler or live well cooler. And we didn't find anything when we searched it, but about a week later that boat right there got found and got caught holding about 2,000 pounds of cocaine. No, not tampered with. Imagine they they have a boat, right? With a hole. It's clean and all that. Then they build an extra hole around it with dead zone in between both the original and the new one. And what happens is they try to make the new one look as realistic as possible, but none of these fittings actually go through anywhere. Like if you were to jump in that boat right here and get into the bottom and drill down like you're gonna drill through out to the water and spring a leak, you couldn't drill all the way through. You would drill and find a void in between both holes, and that's normally where they would like to try to store drugs. Yeah. Do some cool stuff. I've done some cool stuff. That was the first time R&D, Coast Guard R&D, had sent out an ROV like that. And I was the first person in the Coast Guard to be qualified on one, even though there was no qualification process for it yet. And then I actually wrote up a document stating exactly why every LE boat needed it and why, and it got featured in an All Coast. I wish I could pull that email up, which went out throughout the entire Coast Guard, and that instituted change in the Coast Guard so that now every white boat has ROV capabilities. Because that ROV I was using is commercial off the shelf, and that means you can go and buy it as a civilian. We don't use... The Coast Guard doesn't always use highly specialized equipment, like military equipment. Most of our things on our boats, except for what's in our secured spaces, is commercial, off the shelf. Basically, on the 175, my entire suite of comms was all commercial off the shelf. My radar was commercial off the shelf. Right. Yeah, exactly. Now, the new boat we're building, if they could ever figure out how they want to do it, is going to be pretty badass. You want to hear something cool? No, I haven't. I haven't looked at that. I don't know if you've kept up with the news recently, but the Coast Guard, just purchased the first icebreaker, the first new icebreaker in 25 years. Well, yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I actually, we had several almost head-on collisions with them in in Chesapeake Bay. So, yeah, This boat, I do rounds on. It's actually sitting in the shipyard and that I work at, and I have to do rounds on it every. Icebreakers? Yeah, we have icebreakers. Navy ain't got icebreakers. Now our current icebreakers are old. This is the first new one, and this is called Cappy. The name is Storis, but we call it Cappy because it's a commercially acquired polar icebreaker. Basically, it belonged to someone else, and we purchased it off of them. Therefore, it's all commercial. So there's nothing Coast Guard about it inside. So yeah, that boat's sitting in Pascagoula where I work. But yeah. Yeah. We need icebreakers. We do. I mean, the last one we had was his Polar Sea and Polar Star, and Sea is, or Star caught fire and is in op, and Sea has been broken down for years now. We also have the Healy, but the boat we're building in Pascagoula is gonna be pretty sick if it could ever actually get built. What's it? Polar security cutter. No, bad picture. That doesn't really tell me. Give a guess on the size. Alright, whatever, I'll use this and try to blow it up. So this is what we're building. $380 something feet. 390 feet. Huge. That's gonna be our new polar rollers. This is gonna be the next Coast Guard designed icebreaker. But yeah, it's what we're building in Pascagoula. What's taking forever. But it'd be the first new one built in 25 years. And so what's happened is all the shipyards that had built them before have closed down, and all the plans for the previous polar icebreakers were lost. And so yeah, that's why it's taking so long, basically. Everything is having to be made from scratch again. It's cool. Oh my goodness, it's 2:30. Wow, I didn't even realize. That's so busy talking. I didn't even play the game. No, it's good. It's good. I'm gonna have to go here shortly, though. Got plans for tomorrow. But I will be... No, you're good, man. It's my pleasure talking about the military. Of course, man. I'm gonna be on tomorrow night. If you want to hop in, you got more questions. Should be on Central Time around 10:30. So if you end up having more questions, just hit me up. You can always join the Discord too, and always throw questions down in there too. Heck yeah, man. I appreciate you hanging out. Well, I've got nothing accomplished in this game because I've been waiting on freaking tools the whole time. This game, sometimes. What's going on? Why is nothing happening? Is it because we're not growing trees? Alright, well, I'm gonna save up here. Ooh. The game audio still going. The game's been closed for a minute. Alright, what have I got in here? Cool. Of course. Yeah. No worries. I'm glad you came in. It's kind of almost fate there. You chose my stream for some reason and went, yeah, I'm going to go talk to this guy. Look at how things can change. Of course. Appreciate you coming to hang out. Like I said, it should be online again tomorrow about 10:30 my time. So that's central. If you have any more questions, man, come on, hang out. Ask away. Appreciate it. You too. All right, well, I'll see you.